This year, what you have on the table here is all new for 2013. I guess I'll probably first start with our new Pro product line edition, our Punch Pro. As you can see, this is not a conventional car audio type of speaker. We have on the line right now, we have a Bullet 1-inch tweeter, a 6-inch and an 8-inch, and this year we're just releasing our 10-inch to complement and fill out the line. This is used in a segment of the market that is a little unique and different, where it's pure SPL, and you can see it's not designed to necessarily fit in a regular door mount or door opening or in many locations, but it's necessary to get the most amount of flux and the highest efficiency out of it. The 10-inch driver is about 98 dB, 1 watt, 1 meter, and the thing that's how it's sort of, we made it car audio applicable, because most of the products like this are just generic Pro drivers that people use in car audio. Well, we've added just convenient spring terminals. We've added our flex fit mounting that we used on all of our product lines for flexible mounting hole patterns. The cone is ultra lightweight, Kevlar reinforced paper cone with a treated cloth edge, and this is a solid machine aluminum phase plug. It really helps in the power handling. We conservatively rated at about 350 watts RMS on the power handling for this 10-inch woofer. The one thing when we did this and added and needed to fill out the line is we needed to add a way to have multiple drivers, multiple configuration, multiple speakers, multiple tweeters. So feedback from the field and these users of this Pro product said we got to have a way to connect to multiple drivers. So we introduced the new crossovers. So there's a 4-ohm and an 8-ohm version. It's a PP4X and a PP8X. And with it, what's critical with it, we have multiple terminal connections or connections for woofers. There's 2 woofer connections and 1 tweeter. And it doesn't matter what tweeter you have available to match up, because we have a switch that matches the impedance, the 4 or 8-ohm tweeter models. So as long as the impedance matches the switch setting for the tweeter, you're good. And as long as each terminal, the net impedance at each terminal matches 4 ohms or 8 ohms, you're good. You can use 2, 4, 6, 8, as many drivers as long as the net impedance series parallel or whatever you connect is set up properly. So that's our new Pro editions. One key thing, again, we listened to our customers and we saw that and a lot of feedback to say, matching amplifiers and matching power with your subwoofers and single and dual woofer configurations didn't match up well. So we had a long-standing single voice coil in our P1 series, a 4-ohm and 8-ohm. Well, we discontinued the 8-ohm this year, and we're putting in a 2-ohm. And so this is now available in 8, 10, 12, and 15, single voice coil 2-ohm, but it allows for a lot more amplifier configurations to be able to match up with the P1 family, single voice coils. Now I want to talk about our whole new wholesale changes we made on our new Prime entry-level full-range product line. Probably the key thing to note, the best value or the best technology you could say that we put into this product line was our embedded phase coherent tweeter. Essentially, as you can see, the tweeter is embedded down in the voice coil of the woofer. And that's critical for a couple reasons. First of all, there's obvious clearance. There's no issue with clearance when it comes to putting behind factory grills. But on top of that, by having the voice coils come from the same source and same as the voice coil, the tweeter and the woofer, the arrival time to our ears, they're at the same time, and they're in phase. So essentially what that means is when they're producing the similar, near the crossover region where there's similar frequencies being produced by both drivers, the arrival time, and they sum properly. And a simple crossover, passive crossover works ideally. It's ideally suited for that. So acoustically, it's a big benefit as well. Also, improvements on this year's product is we've used, even on our entry level now, rubber surrounds, and the cone we changed to a thinner and lighter, stiffer cone. It's a mineral filled or high content mica filled polypropylene cone. So there's been a lot of benefits to that. So that was a 6.5 or 6 3/4 inch model. This is the 4-inch model, and this one fit behind any location. Again, it allows a lot of flexibility. There's breakaway tabs now on all 4 corners, so you can do a lot of mounting options. But we had to have 3 ways for the category, for the market. It doesn't use that same technology, but we did approach it a similar way. We wanted to get the distance as short as possible for both benefits of clearance. You can see the clearance that it doesn't protrude as far as our prior model, and that's been done through the use of that. We actually put more money into the tweeter. That's in neodymium magnets on these tweeters, and neodymium has cost more in the industry lately, but it was necessary to meet the performance requirements. So we did that on both. This is the 6.5 with, again, this is a mounting hole pattern that'll fit in just about any 6.5 inch location. We have 6x9 2-way, 6x9 3-way to complement the line. We did it on our 6x9s. We have 6x8s that do also have the embedded phase coherent tweeter. So that pretty much covers the prime. So now, one of the things, if you're here at the show this year, you'll see, and some of our marketing materials, we have a thing that's, we just got awarded. We're the first company in the industry to be recognized with a verified by Klippel endorsement. And essentially what that means is Klippel is a company that produces test equipment for our industry. It's acoustic, electro, mechanical, transducer test equipment. And it's very expensive. It's probably the most respected equipment on the market. And with it, we've been able to utilize and discover new issues or problems and ways to improve speakers that we couldn't really do before. So we've had a lot of benefit on the R&D side. Well, we've also invested in validation side and power testing and reliability with Klippel equipment. Because if you do on the design side, you use materials, techniques, processes, testing. If it's not being produced, each one's not the same, all that work that we put in the front end is lost. So it's been a big investment for Rockford, but we're an early adopter, one of the first to use Klippel back over a decade ago.